I'm 24K, man. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. Y'all tune in.
And they hating, burning like they Satan. I don't get it penetrating. No, I'm many, but I'm paying way.
All right, so we got 24K off the porch with us today.
What's up, man?
How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good, bro.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and just introduce who you got sitting on the porch with you today?
I got Big Bro to the right of me, Kat. I got my sister Nyla. I got my producer Damar, and I got my wifey with me, Shakira.
Okay, there you go, man. And you're visiting us from South Carolina, right?
Yes, sir.
So what you got working here in Atlanta for this trip?
For this trip, really seeing you. Then I got some studio time later. We're gonna be in the studio from 8 to 1.
Okay. Yeah. How often do you get down here to Atlanta?
It was every other month, but now that the COVID has stopped me from making trips occasionally.
Yeah. I got you. But you're originally from Georgia, right? Lithonia?
No, I'm originally from New York.
Okay.
But I done grew up in Georgia for so long. So it's like, it's home to me too.
Yeah. So how old were you when you moved down here to Georgia?
I moved down when I was 13.
Okay. What was your first thoughts of Georgia coming from New York? That's a pretty big change.
My first thoughts was just seeing how everybody moved, to be honest, because I'm just so used to New York and certain people I grew up with moving a certain way. So just falling back and just spectating my surroundings.
Yeah. Did it take you a while to transition, or?
Yeah and no. Like, a lot of people couldn't understand me because of my accent. So a lot of people wasn't talking to me at first. But then after a while, I done adapted. I done caught their accent, which I don't mind because I love Atlanta a lot.
Yeah. So how old were you when you first jumped off the porch?
Young, maybe 12. I want to say 12, 11, 12.
All right. So what was one of the biggest life lessons you learned while growing up?
Putting yourself around the right people. Because I bumped my head a lot of times with a lot of knuckleheads.
Yeah. So when did you end up moving up to Charleston?
I've been kind of back and forth with Charleston and Georgia. I had a place in Charleston and in Georgia at one point, so I was just back and forth for a good, like, maybe consecutively 2 years. But okay. I didn't move back till maybe the beginning of 2019.
Okay. What had motivated you to move there?
Just trying something different again, to be honest. Picking up, just going somewhere else for a fresh new start around new people.
How long you been making music now?
My first song was when I was 14. But my first time writing, I was 9. So altogether, I've been making music over 11, 12 years.
Yeah. What had motivated you to start writing when you were 9 years old?
Watching a lot of BET, to be honest. Watching a lot of BET and not having so much musicians in the family too. Like, a lot of my family do music, but none of them put forth the foot to take it, to the next level.
Yeah. Who were some of those rappers you was watching on BET?
T.I., Lil Wayne, Birdman, Ludacris, Lil Jon, Lil Scrappy. I keep going a whole lot.
Yeah. So when did you start recording music and kind of putting it out?
15, turning 16. So I'll say like 10th grade, 11th grade, I really just started going in. Everybody around the school wanted me to perform for the school and do little shows around the neighborhood and stuff like that. So I just started going harder then.
Yeah. What type of feedback were you getting at first?
Good and bad. Because a lot of people ain't like my music due to me rapping about a lot of food, but shoot, I like to eat. I like to make nice metaphors of food.
When would you say you started taking your music serious?
In 2016, that's when I said, let me stop getting in trouble. Let me stop fooling up with the wrong people and let me just go head on with this, man. Because no matter what I did, I always come back to my music. Like, I'd be doing whatever. I'm going to always come back to me making music. Yeah.
So how did you meet Damar? He produces most of your music, right?
I knew Damar for a long time. But the crazy thing is we went to school together and I didn't even know he was I didn't even know he made beats, like, you know. So once we done graduated, we ended up linking back up, and we met through a close friend. And I'm telling a close friend, like, yo, if he went to the same school as me 9 times out of 10, I know who you're talking about. I probably don't remember name, but I don't know face. As soon as he came to my house, we just started talking, and he like, oh, y'all already knew each other? Like, I told you that. So, and then the same day we went to the studio. We went to the studio in Atlanta. I forget which studio it was.
I said, how would you describe the chemistry when you two are creating?
It's magical, to be honest. We make R&B. We even got some rap EDM songs, like EDM tempo, but you know, I rap to it. It's just all over, to be honest. Like, we got a whole lot of stuff we're working on that I need the world to hear.
What inspires you musically?
To be honest, knowing that somebody could be going through the same thing I'm going through and, you know, can relate to it, I could probably save a life out there. You never know. Because I know it's a lot of music. I done been depressed. I done been sad. I done been going through it. And I'll listen to that and bring me out of that mood. Or relate me to that mood to where I don't feel as bad as, you know, I was feeling with the emotions I was going through.
What's your creative process like these days? You still writing, or you freestyle and punch in that?
Most of it is freestyle. Like my first mixtape I dropped, The World Changer. A lot of them hooks on there was written. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people, a lot of them hooks was written, but most of everything I write, I promise, freestyles. 98% freestyles, 99% freestyle.
Just comes that naturally for you now?
Yeah, because I tell people, like, freestyling is writing down. You feel what I'm saying? You might mess up here and there, but guess what? You can always go back and fix it. All freestyling is you writing down because you got to think of it somehow.
Yeah. What's some of your short-term goals with your music career?
Just to keep going up on all platforms and just keep dropping everything on social media, to be honest.
What about long-term? We're trying to be in like 5 years.
I want to actually be touring the whole world, having everybody hear my music. I want to see people actually excited to hear good music. I want to see people with smiles on their face. I want to give people autographs, you know. It's not too much. It's not always about the money with me. It's a passion. I love making music. So I just want to be able to help the world through my music.
You fully focused on music right now?
Yeah. To be honest, yeah, that's all I'm really worried about.
How often are you recording these days?
Every day. Every other day, if not every day, because I know people going to be like, oh, he ain't no way you're recording every day. Every other day, to be honest. If I'm not recording, I'm probably 10 times out of 10 freestyling or listening to something old I did, or, you know, watching somebody freestyle video on YouTube or something, you know, just enhancing myself.
Yeah. You've been dropping a lot of music this year. Was that by design? Was that something you had planned to do?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, like, a lot of people going to probably think I'm lying, but me and Damar already had our projects lined up before the corona happened, before the year even really started. So, like, it was just crazy because a lot of people, they was having technical difficulties uploading their project, but they see all my music still dropping, so they getting more mad, like, how the hell his music still drop? Our music can't even upload. So we just kind of already had in our mind to drop more music because honestly, we really just started going on all platforms. I think, I want to say last November. It was mainly on SoundCloud and Instagram. We were dropping projects on SoundCloud, running up on SoundCloud. So we just said we'll drop a project a month this year.
Okay. So most of the music that we're hearing today, was that something you guys had recorded last year or just earlier this year, or is it kind of brand new?
Both. It's old music and new music. It just depends. We can make certain projects where it might just be 5, 6 songs, new songs. It might be 3 songs, old songs, 3 songs, new songs. We just pick and choose.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed most of these projects you're putting out are pretty short, like 5 or 6 songs on there. What was the thought process on that?
Like, my main goal, I want people to tell me to make more music. As crazy as it sounds, you know? Oh, what he mean, make more music? Let's get on him about making more music. I want y'all to tell me make my songs longer. Like, why the hell the song so short? Why is not enough songs on the project? I want them to do that to hit me up, to keep me pushing and drop them more music. I want to see that they're actually engaging with my music, you know?
Kind of get them to want you to drop
more music, yeah.
All right, talk about the most recent EP you put it out, Poet Know It.
Poet Know It, I dropped May 25th. I meant, not May 25th, May 24th for my brother's birthday. Mook, free Mook. It was, I want to say it was 4 songs on there. Just something that we thought about, and we said, shoot, let's make it happen. Like, we got cold nights on there. Shoot, everybody go through cold nights. Just stuff people can relate to. Make a Way. And I think I got Fuck Cloud on there. There's a good bit of songs, man. I got to check it out.
Yeah. Did you have a personal favorite song on that project?
Honestly, no, because I love all my music, to be honest. It's difficult trying to choose.
And talk about this other project you put out, 24 the Robot.
24 the Robot is, sometimes as a human, I feel like I push myself to do stuff I know like a lot of people won't be able to do. And like, shoot, making music is one of them. Like, not everybody want to take the time to actually concentrate on just this one thing. Everybody want to do everything else but just this one thing. So like, when it comes to me making music, I feel like I'm a robot in such sense.
How's the feedback been on that project?
Real good. A lot of people like that, especially the cover art.
Yeah.
I took it in, like, I forgot what restaurant I was in. I took it in the bathroom. But the way I had it to the mirror, I thought it was so cool. So many mirrors in that thing. I said, let me try to put something together, put it together. And it turned out actually pretty nice.
Yeah, so you just dropped the music video for Raisin.
Oh, yeah. And it's crazy how that video turned out. At first, it was an interview I did in South Carolina. Then she ended up making it into a little promo video. And I told her I want to make that the music video because I like the way it fit, you know? It actually add up and makes sense. But yeah, a lot of people have been liking that because it's a different type of flow for me. It's a smooth rap trap flow.
Yeah. What are you rapping about on that song?
On that song, I'm just rapping about pretty much me moving through my day, but it's called Raisin Bran because one of my bars, I said, no brand, but the cereal is Raisin Bran. And it just, I need people to hear it, man. I like it.
All right, talk to us about this new single, Drip So Hard.
Featuring Lil 6, beat made by Damar, of course. That's a more laid-back, chill, smoke 2 song, man. And the 808's knocking. You could turn up to it or sit back and chill to it, depending on your mood, you know?
Yeah. Plan to shoot a music video for that song?
Yeah, we're going to catch up to it. Okay. I want to.
How many more projects you plan to drop this year?
We in July, so we got August, September, October, November, December. Probably a good 5 to 7 more.
Okay. You got the next one planned out? You know which one of it's going to be?
In August, what am I dropping in August? I can't think of it right now. I want to say the High Anthem with me and Lil 6, all the beats by Damar. The High Anthem, I want to say we got, 7 to 8 songs on there.
Okay. You know, you got all these projects. How do you plan which songs are going to go on which projects?
That's a good question. We actually sit down, like, most of the projects we come together and say we're going to drop these songs. Or if, you know, he come up with a project like, bro, I want to put these songs on it. You know, I'll hear them out, or we just probably agree to disagree and see which songs go on which. But most of the time we agree on which songs go on which projects.
Is each project kind of cohesive to where it's kind of like the same moods or same vibes, or you try and kind of switch it up for each one?
All of them different vibes. Like maybe every other project might be the same vibe on a couple songs, but then I try to make it like a whole different type of thing. Like summer, I'm dropping turn up music, you know, some people we keep listening to. Wintertime might drop some R&B or some emotional stuff. It just all depends. But most of the times it's different vibes. I want to switch up the vibes.
Yeah. Do you got a next single picked out or next music video you plan to shoot?
I'm not sure.
And you're doing all this independently, right?
Yeah, all independent. No label. We the label.
Yeah, talk about being an independent artist and like the grind that goes into it.
Y'all gotta really want this. Like, ain't no part-time rapping. It ain't no, oh, one song you make, first song you make gonna blow up. It don't work like that. You gotta really work to get to where y'all want to be.
Yeah. Did you always have that type of work ethic?
Yeah. Except for probably when I was in elementary school.
All right, before we get you out of here, just want to know your thoughts on George Floyd and the protests that are going on right now.
Man, rest in peace to George Floyd, man. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah. All right, got 5 to 7 more projects coming up this year. What else are you working on? Do you have time to work on anything else?
Yeah, I'm working on projects for next year. Like, I already got one project due to drop in July of next year called Emotional 2-4. Was working on that this year, but we're gonna drop it next year, and that's an R&B project. I don't want to say rap, but I gotta say rap because I'm rapping on it. But it's more R&B due to the fact of the vibe. I know they're gonna love that one.
Have you ever done R&B or that type of music before?
Yeah, we got a couple songs on SoundCloud, Lion Me, In the Zone, a couple things.
All right, any shout outs before we get you out of here?
Shout out to all my fans, my supporters, my family. Free move once again. And shout out to Dirty Glove Bastards.
And they hating, burning like they Satan. I don't get it penetrating. No, I'm many, but I'm paying way. I get them packs coming in. Frosted.